Alright, so next steps in this process, and so as we move on to step B, this is really where we're going to start laying out the parking area. And so in order to do that, what we've got to do is that first off, when you think about a parking lot design, there's a very standard way to how a parking lot gets laid out. And so I'm just going to go ahead and kind of walk my way through the process. The instructions can help you through this as well. But each parking bay is 18 feet, 0 inches. So I'm going to do a top and a bottom and a top and a bottom. So what you're actually seeing here, whoops, looks like I didn't keep my last one. There we go. So we have parking, drive, parking, median, parking, drive, median. But we need the same thing for the ends as well. And so I'm just going to go ahead and do the ends. Again, we could go ahead and pull up the blue outline, but there's no reason oops. Anytime you can always hit undo is a way to get back into that. All right, so same thing here. We know that on the ends we're going to have parking, so there's an 18-foot parking space. An 18-foot parking space. But then it has to change because we know that we want drive lanes that are 24 feet, 0 inches. And so I'm going to go ahead and set those up while I'm at it here too. The next step in the process is that, man, we've got lines all over the place, don't we? So what you need to do is you actually need to start to simplify these lines out a little bit. It's just that, what's going, what is where, and that's what's going to come up here in step C. Is that step C is all about using the trim tool. All right, and so I mentioned, I haven't mentioned trim yet, but trim is a way of cutting the lines to get them out of the way. I'll tell you the simplest way to use trim. It says either select objects or select all. I'm going to go ahead and just hit the space bar, so I selected all. What this means is I can cut a line in between any two other lines. And so what I'm doing is I'm kind of working my way around, and I can actually drag that out and do multiple at a time if I want. But I'm going to work my way around, and I'm going to cut out the whole parking area, or the whole drive lane, I'm sorry. So what I've just gone ahead and done is I've cut out where the vehicles would circulate, that 24-foot wide drive lane all the way around the parking lot. And that's where I'm going to go ahead and leave off for this step, and we'll pick up again.